Most people spend their entire lives believing that change is something distant, something slow, something that belongs to the future. They think one day things will magically improve, that somehow life will become easier, clearer, more meaningful without demanding anything uncomfortable from them. But the truth is far harsher and far more empowering. Life does not change when circumstances change. Life changes when you decide. One decision, made with honesty and courage, has the power to rewrite your entire future. Look at your life right now, exactly as it is, not how you explain it to others, not how you wish it was. The reality. This life is not an accident. It is the result of choices you made, choices you avoided, and moments where you stayed silent instead of acting. Even when you felt powerless, even when you felt stuck, there were decisions being made. Doing nothing was a decision. Waiting was a decision. Settling was a decision. And if decisions created this life, decisions can change it. That should scare you and excite you at the same time, because it means you are responsible, and responsibility is heavy, but it also means you are not trapped. You are not cursed. You are not too late. You are one decision away from a different direction. People love to blame motivation. They say they're waiting to feel inspired, waiting to feel confident, waiting to feel ready. But motivation is unreliable. It disappears the moment things get hard. Decision is different. Decision is not emotional. Decision is a line drawn in the sand. It says, no matter how I feel, I'm moving forward. The strongest people you admire were not fearless. They were decisive. They decided when they were unsure. They decided when they were tired. They decided when failure was a real possibility. And once they decided, they stopped negotiating with their excuses. Right now, there is a voice in your head that wants to keep you safe. That voice tells you to wait, to stay comfortable, to avoid risk. It sounds reasonable. It sounds logical. But that voice is not designed to make you great. It is designed to keep you alive. Comfort and growth rarely coexist. Every meaningful life demands discomfort. You already know what you should be doing. Deep down, you know. The problem has never been knowledge. The problem has been commitment. You keep your options open. You tell yourself you'll try. You tell yourself you'll see how it goes. That weak language creates weak results. Winners don't try. They decide. Deciding is painful because it closes doors. It removes excuses. It forces accountability. Once you decide, you can no longer blame time, people, or circumstances. You become responsible for showing up, even on days when you don't want to. And that's exactly why most people avoid it. They want change without responsibility, growth without sacrifice, success without discomfort. That life does not exist. Every breakthrough begins with a breakdown of the old version of you. The habits that kept you small, the beliefs that limited you, the identity you outgrew but kept wearing because it felt familiar. Familiar pain feels safer than unfamiliar growth, but safe is not the same as fulfilled. Think about how many times you promised yourself you would change, how many times you started and stopped, how many times you got excited, then slowly drifted back to old habits. That cycle didn't happen because you're weak. It happened because you never made a non-negotiable decision. You left yourself an escape route. The moment you remove the option to quit, something changes inside you. Your mind stops asking, should I? And starts asking, how will I? Pressure creates power. When you decide that failure is not an option, creativity wakes up. Strength you didn't know you had appears. You find energy where you thought there was none. Your brain adapts to your decisions. Decide to stay small, and your brain finds reasons to stay small. Decide to grow, and your brain finds ways to grow. Right now, you might feel behind. You might feel like others are moving faster, achieving more, living better lives, while you're stuck in the same place. That pain you feel is not jealousy. It's awareness. It's your potential reminding you that you're capable of more. Ignoring that feeling is dangerous, because unfulfilled potential turns into regret. Regret doesn't scream. It whispers late at night when everything is quiet. It asks questions you don't want to answer. What if you had tried? What if you had been consistent? What if you had believed in yourself just a little longer? Failure hurts, but it heals. Regret only rots. Your past does not define you unless you allow it to. Your mistakes are not life sentences, they are lessons. But lessons only matter if you decide to learn from them. At any moment, you can interrupt the pattern. You don't need to fix your entire life today. You don't need a perfect plan. You need direction. One decision to wake up earlier. One decision to stop numbing yourself with distractions. One decision to say no to what drains you. One decision to say yes to what scares you. Small decisions compound. Most people overestimate what they can do in a day and underestimate what they can do in a year. Consistency beats intensity every time. The secret is not massive action. The secret is daily action backed by a firm decision. You will not always feel motivated. You will not always feel confident. There will be days when quitting feels easier than continuing. Those are the days your decision matters most. Discipline is not about punishment. It's about alignment. It's choosing the life you want over the comfort you crave. When you train even when you're tired, you are telling yourself that your goals matter. When you show up despite fear, you are building self-trust. And self-trust is the foundation of confidence. Confidence is not loud. It is quiet certainty built over time. People may doubt you. Some will mock you. Some will try to pull you back into the version of yourself that makes them comfortable. Don't take advice from people who are afraid of their own potential. Growth often requires distance. You will outgrow conversations. You will outgrow environments. You will outgrow people. That doesn't make you arrogant. It makes you honest. Staying where you no longer belong is self-betrayal. Your future requires a version of you that does not exist yet. That version is built by decisions made when no one is watching, in silence, in discomfort, in repetition. The world celebrates results, but results are built in obscurity. No one sees the early mornings. No one sees the lonely nights. No one sees the self-doubt you push through. But one day, they will see the outcome, and that outcome will trace back to a single moment where you decided to stop waiting.